What is the ginger?
It's that one side that just hates.
That I like. Oh, ginger brandy. Oh. That's what that smells like. But it's ginger vodka, not ginger.
Well, brandy is a distilled spirit.
That smells really good.
That's of grapes.
Got a really nice aroma to it.
Out of whatever they say, whatever they make it out of. You can have cherry brandy. You can have all different kinds of brandies.
Yeah, anything you can make a wine out of, you can make.
And the best part, the fact that this ginger was still covered for an entire year with alcohol, it is still very much edible, and you will still get very drunk.
I used to like ginger.
I would like to make candied ginger out of that now.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that would make some good candy ginger.
Throw it in, roll it in sugar, throw it in the oven on low.
I wouldn't even do that. I'd put the sugar in the pot and throw the ginger in with it and coat it. Do it on the stovetop.
Ginger.
Let it dry.
Ginger's really good for if you have any women in your life who are pregnant. It's excellent for for morning sickness.
I hope we're past that.
Yeah, but you never know. You might have a friend.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
One of the girls at work or
Guys,
God forbid we're getting closer and closer to grandchildren.
Ginger, pulp.
or
it's not
a
for
guy at your
20
work, his wife,
not allowed, not for
or
20
his
years.
friend,
Well,
or
what
his
we say and what
girlfriend
they
is
do.
pregnant,
I know.
and she has morning
Ew.
sickness,
Well,
and he's
that's
tired
In
of it.
general.
Weird thought.
There's so much ginger pulp in there.
James
You're just
could
gonna
have
have to
kids,
swirl it
so-
around.
The kids would
Hard
look
enough
like
to think that he's
Farkle.
driving a car.
Oh my god.
He's
Right?
driving a car. Oh, can I tell you some news?
He's too young. We're past it.
I love these little bottles. It's freaking incredible.
We just added a lavender.
Who would have thought that mint would have come
What
out?
we're doing right now is we're going to be making a healing salve. We're going to repurpose that poultice we made of the plantain. We're going to add some lavender to it. Boogie, I'm going to eat you, child. You're so cute. I put you in my food. Have baby back ribs. Add a little bit of mugwort.
It don't give you warts.
Right? Right?
Don't ever burn it.
Oh god, no.
I was reading a deal for something, I forget what it was, and it said use mugwort as your incense for
No.
the spell.
No.
I think it was to keep something away, and I understand why.
Oh,
keep
mugwort.
everybody
It
away.
stinks. It stinks. It's stinky, stinky, stinky.
When I got here, we were running classes, and I love the name mugwort. And I
Right?
said something
Does
about
mugwort
it, and
not
I ended
sound
up with
so
almost a pound
witchy?
of this stuff.
Okay, so somebody's got to move it.
Okay,
What-
so can you not just like park in your dad's spot for right now until we are done doing what we are doing and then people can move? He just left to take Emily to MSC, so if you would just please park there until we have a moment to go shuffle the cars.
See,
Chamomile.
Park behind us, and then we'll all
If you haven't noticed the theme,
It's not a big deal.
all very happy, good healing things.
can I have a smile?
I'm going to leave her in the
So now we have our nice little mixture of herbs. Nice little mixture here. We're gonna grind them all up and make really fun goodness of
What
them.
herbs do we have in there?
We have got some mugwort, some lavender. We're repurposing that plantain poultice we made, and we also got some chamomile going on. We're gonna make a nice little healing salve using beeswax and coconut oils, which makes for good funds. Good funds.
Cue the beeswax.
Woo, so aromatic. I love this fan. Whew. It's blowing right into my nose. And it's just like,
I can smell it over here. It smells wonderful.
right? Come sniff. Stick your nose right in there.
It smells like lavender mostly. It's like the
Lavender's a very aromatic.
Lavender's the overpowering scent.
And I've got the ginger slices rolled in honey in the oven that.
Okay, and we've got our beeswax and coconut oil over here if you want to come take a peek as we put this in there.
Crystallize, and then I'll scrape them out of the pan and let them cool off.
Am I allowed to eat those candy
Do we have to let them cool off?
Unless you want to get liquid napalm in your mouth, Aurora. Please, I don't know. Just chill, please. We'll worry about it when we get to that point.
I've got it on manual focus, so.
Doo-doo-doo.
And we are looking.
Excuse me.
We are looking down in the pot
But there's only gold.
at our melty.
This is being a
There we go.
Wash it up for you.
That is our melty goodness.
Yep. Here, I'll stir this, you camera.
In a double boiler. We already melted the beeswax and the coconut oil. And then we have just added the herbs so that we can use the heat to extract.
You can buy an underwater camera at Dolly Splash Country.
Cool.
It has little gadgets in it. Little gadgets. You're holding.
Because, well, it's tasty.
And there's no sense throwing it away after you've made a tincture out of it.
All right.
You know how kids used to get on
So I'm going to throw sugar on top of that now.
and they have their cell phone behind them.
You're
So it
fine.
has something to actually.
So can you explain what's going on in there?
At my school,
Right now we have melted beeswax and coconut oil in here, which is going to create the nice waxy substance that we get from a salve. Then we have our nice healing herbs dealing with plantain, lavender, chamomile, and mugwort. It's just all around general good, happy, healy feelings.
And how long do you leave that in there?
Give it about 10-15 minutes, just get it nice heated, settled, let everything kind of saturate into each other. And we're going to end up leaving the herb in as we go to put it into jars because we're going to let the herb settle to the bottom. That way it continues to feed the salve as you use it. Each time it'll get stronger and stronger, more potent. You sniffed on that ginger?
Yes, it smells good.
smell the herb.
And whoever spills
It'll
on,
become
sweetie.
very hot.
Very sweet.
Bam, salve number 1.
So the coconut oil is what keeps the beeswax from hardening completely.
Correct.
It's kind of turning a honey color.
As we hope.
Very hot. Very, very, very hot. Very hot.
Well, what kind of consistency will it have once it's fully settled?
Roughly about that. It's almost going to look like a wax coating.
Like on apples.
Of course, I'm also rubbing it to death right now, but and eventually you only need to use a little, and it just rubs in. Oh, nice.
Where would you rub something like that for it to work?
A healing salve specifically is going to be anywhere on the body. Boogie, I need that because I'm about to drop this sweet.
I know why we're getting lousy reception. The battery's almost dead.
This can really go just about anywhere on the body. If you have bruises, sores, anything that's causing you physical pain, just kind of an all-around nice, feely good stuffs.
I'm assuming if the salve was meant for something else, like if you were using it for respiratory or whatever, you'd put it like over your lungs, that sort of thing.
Yes, each salve is to its own.
And depending on what you're doing with it and why you're making it,
Angie,
would
can I get
depend on
that
what
spoon?
the basis is.
So if you had congestion, you can hold on. You put this and mint and stuff like that in.
But even further in than that, you might want to use less beeswax
You want me to?
and more of something else so that it would be creamier and easier to spread,
okay.
depending on what you're using it for. If you're going to use it as a muscle rub, like Tiger Balm, you want it to be a little looser. You want it to dissolve quicker so you can get it spread. For boo-boos, the thicker it is, the longer it stays put.
Yeah, this is going to stay in place for a healing salve. This is mainly for bruises, sores, things like that, because this has really got staying power that's going to last
Used
you.
for warts.
And how long do these stay good for?
Approximately about 2 to 3 years, depending upon what herb you use. This one can last for about 2 to 3 years. If it even lasts that long, unless you use it all the time.
And once again, so long as the wax and the liquid completely covers your herb.
And how do you know if it begins to go rancid or if, you know?
It changes colors. When it starts to go, it'll change colors.
Those are
The smell will change. The color will change.
Basically nastiness.
Just like you figure out how anything else is spoiled.
Cottage cheese.
Yeah, it'll get pretty foul.
Do you need to keep it in a cool, dark place as well?
Not necessarily, no. These, I wouldn't recommend extreme temperatures. The more times you melt it, it's not going to be pleasant. I suggest, keep it at room temperature.
Room
Be
temperature,
simplest.
dark places is always a good idea.
Yeah.
Away from town.
Salves like this don't necessarily have to be in a dark place. Normally I would put salves in a tin though, so it keeps it out of direct sunlight because it can cause it to heat.
Which basically are hardened like beans.
And eventually you get this nice, almost putty-like substance that's got herb in it, and you just rub it on somewhere that you need.
Do you want to get that off?
And that healing salve, as you rub it in, is just going to start going deeper in. And because it's so thick, it will get quite a bit on there. So a little goes a long way.
Well, something like bag balm is better than most of the stuff made for humans because of the way it's made with the tin. They used to sell this main ingredient, which is sulfa. You can buy it for human
Well,
cuts and
I
stuff.
do hope you
But it
enjoyed
can't-
learning about herbs with Ade, and I hope you had a fun witch in progress.
Yay!